Hi friends, welcome back to our channel. Recently, we have received somber news about the passing of some extraordinary talents. Today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. We will also recap the stars we have recently lost. Before we begin, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Jerry Fuller, a hit-making songwriter whose works were recorded by Ricky Nelson, Gary Puckett, Reba McEntire, Sam Cooke, Lawrence Welk, the Kingston Trio, Billy Eckstine, Engelbert Humperdinck, and more, died July 18th at his home in Los Angeles at 85. The cause was complications of lung cancer, his wife, Annette Fuller, said to the New York Times. Fuller specialized in pop love songs. His first major hit was Travelin' Man, which Ricky Nelson took to the top of the Billboard Hot 100 in 1961. Fuller and friend Glenn Campbell were major players in the Los Angeles recording studio scene of the 1960s. In 1968, his output included Smith's recording of Little Green Apples, which reached number 2 on the Billboard chart. Working as an A&R producer for Columbia Records, Fuller discovered Puckett performing in a San Diego bowling alley. Together, they produced 4 singles that sold 1 million or more copies for the band. Woman, Woman, and 3 songs Fuller wrote: Young Girl, Lady Willpower, and Over You. Born in 1938 in Fort Worth, Texas, Fuller began his recording career there, but soon dropped out of college to move to Los Angeles. He was drafted into the Army in 1962 and spent his 2-year hitch stationed in New York State. Fuller left Columbia Records in 1971 and became an independent producer. He began writing country songs for singers including Ray Price and McEntire. Survivors include his wife, their children Adam and Anna Fuller, his brother Bill, and a sister Claudine West. Jack Russell, lead vocalist for 1980s hair metal group Great White, died Thursday from multiple system atrophy and Lewy body dementia, Rolling Stone reported. He was 63. Russell announced his retirement from touring last month after his diagnosis. I am unable to perform at the level I desire and at the level you deserve, Russell said on social media at the time. Words cannot express my gratitude for the many years of memories, love, and support. He was remembered today by his family. Jack is loved and remembered for his sense of humor, exceptional zest for life, and unshakable contribution to rock and roll, where his legacy will forever thrive, his family wrote in an online statement. Founded in Los Angeles in 1977, Great White rode the mid-1980s metal wave with the million-selling 1987 album Once Bitten and its double platinum 1989 follow-up, Twice Shy. The band's songs Rock Me and Ian Hunter cover Once Bitten, Twice Shy were MTV mainstays. The latter reached number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100 and went gold. Watch the video here. The band had 7 top 10 hits on the mainstream rock chart, including Save Your Love, House of Broken Love, Call It Rock and Roll, and Rollin' Stone. An earlier track, a cover of the Angels' Face the Day, from Great White's 1986 sophomore album Shot in the Dark, earned heavy airplay on Los Angeles rock outlet KMET-FM before the band broke nationwide the following year. Fueled by Once Bitten, Twice Shy, the group's 4th LP, Twice Shy reached the Billboard 200 Top 10, and 1991's Hooked and 1993 compilation disc, The Best of Great White, 1986 to 1992, are certified gold. Russell left the group in 1996 but returned in 2001 when it started touring under the name Jack Russell's Great White. Great White was the headliner at the Station nightclub in Warwick, RI, in 2003 when the group's stage pyrotechnics ignited a fire in the ceiling's acoustic foam. Within 6 minutes, the entire club went up in flames, killing 100 people, including band guitarist Ty Longley, and injuring 230. It remains the deadliest fireworks accident in U.S. history. Legal action against several parties, including Great White, was resolved with monetary settlements by 2008. Russell's survivors include his wife, Heather Ann Russell, and a son, Matthew Hucko. A public memorial is planned at a later date. Perry Kurtz, a comedian who appeared on Season 8 of America's Got Talent, as well as on The Late Late Show with James Corden, died Thursday in a hit-and-run in the LA neighborhood of Tarzana. He was 73. His death was confirmed by the LA County Medical Examiner's Office. An official cause of death is deferred pending an autopsy. Perry was struck by a gray Honda Civic at around 11:20 p.m. Thursday, according to law enforcement sources cited by TMZ. He was pronounced dead at the scene. TMZ reports a suspect has been arrested on suspicion of felony hit-and-run causing death. Kurtz auditioned in the 6th episode of Season 8 of America's Got Talent in a rap act about judges Howard Stern, Heidi Klum, and Mel B. All three hit the buzzer, and he was eliminated from the competition. His first gig in came in 1977 when he entered a talent show at the Crazy Horse Saloon in New Jersey, taking a $250 first prize for singing a parody of Eleanor Rigby as Jerry Lewis. From there, he headed to San Francisco to pursue comedy full-time. In San Francisco, he spent much of his time at the Holy City Zoo Comedy Club, where he improvised with Robin Williams, and followed Williams more than a dozen times at management request, according to his bio on the Entertainer's Worldwide website. In 1989, he relocated to Los Angeles, where he became a paid regular at the Comedy Store in Hollywood, and also appeared at Dangerfields in New York City. According to IMDb, he appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno in 2014, and most recently on The Late Late Show with James Corden in 2018. Gena Rowlands, a multiple Emmy winner whose captivating work in A Woman Under the Influence, and as the elder and dementia-ridden Allie in The Notebook also moved moviegoers, died Wednesday surrounded by family at her home in Indian Wells, California. She was 94. No cause of death was given, but the retired actress had been battling Alzheimer's disease. Ironic in light of her famous film role. She retired from Hollywood in 2015 after earning 4 Emmy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, and 2 Oscar nominations. Her Oscar noms included A Woman Under the Influence and Gloria, both born of collaborations with her late husband, John Cassavetes. The duo made an indelible mark on American independent film, not just for the often revelatory end product, but also for the DIY way they made their movies. A Woman Under the Influence was prompted by Rowlands, who wanted to delve into the difficulties faced by American women in their lives and relationships. When Cassavetes could not raise the money for the film, they mortgaged their house and borrowed from family and friends to make it happen. They shot with a crew made up in part by AFI students, and not on a pricey, purpose-built soundstage set, but in an actual residence in Hollywood. Rowlands won Primetime Emmys for The Betty Ford Story, Face of a Stranger, and Hysterical Blindness, as well as a Daytime Emmy for The Incredible Mrs. Ritchie. She earned 5 more nominations from the Television Academy, the first in 1985 for her part as the mother of a young man with AIDS in the groundbreaking An Early Frost. Her son, director and actor Nick Cassavetes, spoke to Entertainment Weekly about the Notebook role. Born in Cambria, Wisconsin, Rowland moved to New York after a stint in regional theater and made her Broadway debut in The 7-Year Itch, touring in a national production of the play. In 1956, she starred in the Broadway play Middle of the Night opposite Edward G. Robinson. Rowlands co-starred in the 26-episode syndicated TV series Top Secret and guest starred on many TV anthology series. She later was a regular guest on many top TV shows. In 1959, Rowlands appeared in the Western series Laramie, and later alongside her husband, John Cassavetes, in the detective series Johnny Staccato. Rowlands made her film debut in The High Cost of Living in 1958. Rowlands and Cassavetes made 10 films together, including Faces, A Woman Under the Influence, which garnered a Best Actress nomination, and 1980's Gloria, which also spawned a Best Actress Oscar nomination. Rowlands was married to him from April 9, 1954, until his death on February 3, 1989. Survivors include her husband Robert and children Nick, Alexandra, and Zoe Cassavetes.